Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for 3 rounds of action in the 153-pound weight division. Fighting out of the red corner tonight, he's wearing the aqua shorts and weighing in at 154 pounds. He represents Rocktown Muay Thai with an 0-4 record from Long Island City, Anri Zenelli. And fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing the white trunks and weighing in at 153 pounds. He represents Chalk Sabai with a record of 4-6, one of those by way of knockout. From Brooklyn, New York, Clifford Francois.
Okay, guys, you've both been given your rules. Give me a good, clean fight, obey my commands at all times, defend yourself at all times. If I tell you to break clean. Do you understand? Yep. Do you understand? Touch gloves, come out fighting.
Kevin Mulhall, our referee for this upcoming bout. Clifford Francois on the left side of your screen. There he is from Chalk Sabai in New York City, ready to take on Anri Zenelli from Rocktown Muay Thai in Astoria, Queens. And here we go.
Francois to southpaw.
Couple of 153-pounders squaring off here. Zenelli comes out angry. He's 0-4 in search of his first victory.
Yeah, you couldn't have called it better than that. He's kind of fighting angry, which could get you in trouble. I saw he got knocked out in his last fight in the first round, and I can kind of see why. He's kind of coming a little too aggressive, wouldn't you say?
A little bit squared up to Francois, who has knockout power, 4-6 with 1 KO to his credit.
Yes, I see that. He stopped the guy in the 3rd round. I mean, I like the fight and the heart that Zenelli has, but if he could just find a way to kind of hone that and settle down a little bit, I think he'd be a little bit more effective. You know, he just kind of fights, you know. He just
Zenelli a little bit long with the right hand.
Yeah, a little too wide there.
Francois stands him up there, and Zenelli looked like he mistook this for the Royal Rumble here. Looked like he was going to toss Clifford Francois right over the ropes, and Kevin Mulhall will set these two straight.
I mean, that was entertaining to watch, but I think it wasted a lot of energy. You saw when they broke up from that attempted dump that he's laying against the ropes. Looks like he's out of gas already.
Back underway here. Francois trying to be the aggressor in round number 1.
Francois got a nice straight left hand. Good clinch on the inside by Francois.
Inside elbow there for Francois.
Francois definitely the more polished fighter. Cleaner techniques, kind of mixing it up with a little bit of everything.
This is his 11th fight compared to Zenelli's 4 coming into action this evening. Francois ends the first round emphatically there as he dumps Zenelli to the canvas. Francois looking cool and confident. This is his first fight in nearly a year. It was June 15th of 2018 in this very ring where he suffered a 3rd round TKO loss to David Agbaji, the Airwalker. Coming out with a vengeance tonight, some really polished kicks.
Yeah, he's definitely mixing up good. You can see that good left kick followed up by a right hook there. Nice straight left hand too. Good knee right up the middle. He's got good fundamentals.
Zenelli tried to club Francois on the back after lifting him into the air.
I mean, as much as I appreciate a good, clean, technical fight, it's still the key word here is fight, right? And that's what Zenelli has come here to do tonight.
Team from Rocktown Muay Thai cornering for Anri Zenelli tonight. Jamul Jadamba and Michael de Guzman. And Francois, of course, with Natalie Foos backing him up. And his teammate Ompino Kusarak as well. Second round underway between Francois.
That left hand just came right down the middle. Look at that. Zenelli's going to run right into something. And he did. He kind of walked right into that right hook, didn't he?
Zenelli sticks in a couple of knees.
He's got the right idea. I just feel like if he just kind of stuck with one thing. You know, let's think if he's going to just punch or kick or knee. He's kind of trying a little bit of everything, and he's kind of throwing it a little reckless.
Nice stiff left and a step back, and then follow back up with 2 more punches from Francois. And Zenelli just trying to muscle Francois around the ring, but it's not completely working. Kevin Mulhall letting these two go at it. It's a full rules battle here, scheduled for 3 rounds. Zanelli in the teal and yellow trunks with the red gloves. Francois in the white trunks with the blue.
Snuck that back fist in. Did you see that?
And a good moment here for Zanelli. Francois trying to respond.
And Zenelli kind of throws his whole body into the punches. He doesn't let his feet get set underneath him. He's kind of falling off balance. And that's how you get knocked out bad, because you kind of throw wild and you walk into something. It's like a head-on collision. You kind of help yourself out. You know, you walk into a big punch or a big kick, and you don't see it coming because you're so aggressive to land that strike. Like right there, he's swinging kind of wide.
And he dropped his hands a moment ago as well. He's got to be very careful here because Francois has been trying to go up high on him.
Yeah, and he hasn't missed yet with that straight left hand, has he?
Kevin Mulhall breaks up the two fighters under 30 seconds in round 2 here. Francois, a little bit of a feint.
Being very patient, which is smart. I'd like to see him be a little more active, though, Francois, to kind of set the openings up, kind of make Zenelli throw something wild and time him. Like if you just kind of paw out there with that jab to help set up the cross or the kick. You know, if you kind of throw it out there as bait, Zenelli's gonna go for it. He's gonna bite on it. He's gonna kind of come forward and try to capitalize, and he's gonna run into something big.
Zenelli.
Right there, he caught that hook on the inside.
Zenelli is a brawler. Francois not taking the bait so far in the first 2 rounds. That was a nice stiff left, lean back, and come the other way with the right hands from Clifford Francois. Again, 4-6 with 1 KO to his credit coming in as Francois. Zenelli 0-4, looking for that elusive first victory here on Friday Night Fights. Both of these men were knocked out. They were stopped their last times in the ring, respectively. So both guys looking for a measure of revenge this evening. On the longest running Muay Thai series in North America, Ariel Lagami with Jason Strout ringside at the Broad Street Ballroom on a beautiful night from New York City.
Oh, definitely a beautiful night, isn't it? Summer's starting to come along and starting to get warm outside. I am sick of the winter, I tell you that.
Well, you're from Wisconsin.
I know, I've had enough. I've lived the first half of my life, and now the rest, I don't need to see another winter.
All right, fair enough. Zenelli trying to make this a fight in close quarters here. Francois trying to extend those legs.
He's definitely extending them, and he's definitely landing them. There he goes to that straight left hand again. Just can't miss with a good use of the elbow up the middle, too.
Francois leaning into Zenelli in the neutral corner. Comes over the top with the right. Zenelli a little bit gassed here. Inside elbow, forward elbow from Francois.
He's landed it a few times tonight. Kind of just slides it right up the middle of Zenelli's guard.
Zenelli looking
for help everywhere. Looking at the referee, looking at his corner.
A little bit bewildered here. Final minute of this fight. Left hand gets in for Francois. Stiff right for Zenelli.
But Zenelli's still trying. Oh, I was about to say, better keep those hands up. Boy, is he entertaining.
Zenelli eating the shots from Francois and asking for more.
He's definitely a fighter. Like, you can't make that. You can't create that in the gym. You're just that, but I like to see him be able to control that a little bit more.
Queens native by way of Albania is Zenelli, and he shows the heart and grit of a tremendous fighter, but Francois blowing kisses to his fans here at ringside. He feels good about his 3-round performance.
That's nice to get a kiss blown at you every once in a while. You know, it just makes you feel real special.
Francois obliging his fan base here. The Choksabai contingent, always a large one at any Friday Night Fights event. And down the stretch after that elbow from Francois, looked like for a moment Zenelli was a little bit unsure whether to continue on, a little bit unsure what to do, but he
was kind of looking around like he didn't know quite what to do.
He screams in Francois' face and just keeps on rolling.
That's where he sneaks that elbow right up the middle of the guard.
And here's the moment where Zenelli breathed fire at Francois, but let's see if it made an impact on the scorecards. Let's go to Connor Hall.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard, and all 3 judges see this 27-30, unanimously in favor of Clifford Francois.